Take this one thing today for manifestation, and you'll find that you're going to increase your faith and belief so much so that you're going to erase a lot of resistance from the things you've been wanting. You've been desiring maybe to manifest a chunk of money into your life or anything else. And most likely there's a lot of resistance that's keeping you away from the thing you desire. This one thing, if you note it, study it, and understand it, and live it on a daily basis, will help you start to erase a lot of that resistance, releasing it, and allowing you to actually flow towards your manifestations that you desire more and more. Stay tuned. Hey, Scott Haug here, and in today's video we're going to be covering what I call the bridge of happenings, or bridge of events, or bridge of incidents that Neville Goddard had referenced in so many of his teachings and books. When it comes to manifestation and attracting in what you want using the law of attraction, law of vibration, law of assumption, all the different laws that you hear about and understand and principles of this world, we need to understand what happens when I think a thought and emotionalize it, and then the actual receiving of it on the physical plane. There's a gap. There's almost like a waiting period, right? So I'm thinking the thought, I'm visualizing it, I'm being the thought, I'm lifting my consciousness to a higher level of frequency, and the actual receiving of the thing on the physical plane, like I see it happen with my eyes, ear, all my senses, I see it happen on the physical plane. This time gap can be a little frustrating for most people because they feel like they're constantly waiting for the thing to actually come into their life. They're waiting for themselves to be happy. They're waiting for themselves to feel abundant, wealthy, and prosperous. They're waiting for themselves to actually feel the feelings they would have if this end result occurred in their life. Right? So they're in this constant waiting game, searching helplessly, sometimes hopelessly, because they've set out so many intentions, but they're not seeing the physical result of it happening. This one idea changed my life completely, and I had become aware of it from the Neville Goddard teachings. It's about the bridge of incidents. Okay, and these are positive incidents that occur between now and the receiving of the thing that you desire. What happens is, as I start to emotionalize a new story in my mind, a new identity, a new desirable intention, okay, I'm fusing with it and I become that thing in my mind. I start to feel certain that it's already done. As soon as that certainty becomes a complete expectation, I will start to feel that I'm already there, even when the stuff around me has not changed. Once I feel that expectation and total certainty, my behavior starts to change. And if you haven't checked out my other videos around making law of attraction simplified, the #1 exercise I do, all these different things, check the videos above and the links above to be able to get a deeper dive on this law of attraction manifestation idea. I think you're really going to be enjoying when you go through those videos. But the idea here of this bridge of incidents is, once that becomes a certainty in my mind, I've almost planted a seed. You may have heard something like this before. We're going to go deeper, but just at the first start here, it's like planting a seed for a flower, planting a seed for corn, planting a seed for whatever it is, a tree. It takes time for that seed to actually start to get nurtured by the earth, the nutrients of the soil, and the water and sunlight to actually start to make the seed into something different. We're essentially doing that. It's almost like a thought seed we're putting into the ether, or putting into whatever you want to call that plastic substance of time-space reality. And when that happens, we're starting to nurture it by watering it with keeping yourself in the best frequency you can, keeping yourself in a place that's in harmony with that new identity that you've now formed in your mind. During that time period, that waiting period, there are a series of events and happenings that are going to unfold to get you from where you're at today to the end result. Okay? I'm going to give you an example, a personal example that happened to me. There's many personal examples. I just thought of this one the other day and I wanted to share it. I wanted to actually create a membership program, a manifestation course that I could bring to the world that was low on cost so anybody could enter that manifestation program, and allow people to stay subscribed as they desired, as they wish. So I created what is called the Manifestation Accelerator. Link in the description for that if you want to check it out, if you're not already in it. The Manifestation Accelerator I wanted to bring to a lot of people all at one time. And I put the intention, basically, I want to have at least 100 new members when I launch this program, 100 new members within about 7 to 10 day time period. I wanted the first 2 weeks of my launch to be having at least that many members in, okay? And at the moment, I was like, okay, I could probably do that with all the people I'm connected with and all the different things, but I want a unique idea that will bring value to everybody as I do the launch, as I do this thing for the world. I bring this out to the world. I didn't know how that was going to happen. I wasn't sure about it, but I kept the intention and kept the faith that I would receive the answer in time. I actually got on a phone call, and the phone call was a family member, and what we're talking about was business and different things going on in the world and what might help for helping people in the world with coaching and consulting and all these things, right? The phone call, the individual said, one of the things that has helped out immensely in my business, and what I'm seeing is very popular right now, is a 5-day challenge. Something that happened when that idea was said through that phone to me, I received it and it felt, that's it. Something clicked. It was like a click point, one of those positive happenings that occurs. I instantly felt the intuition that that's what I'm going to do. I put together a 5-day challenge on manifesting $1,000 or more with ease and speed in 5 days time, and put that out there. And by the end of the week, we had 100 new members in the actual program. So one of those positive happenings as well is me actually constructing a service that would help people with solving a problem, okay? And I was able to help a lot of people solve it. It was one of the biggest successes we've ever had. We had about 42 people instantly within 2 to 3 days of the challenge manifest over $1,000. It was like a miraculous thing that occurred from the system I put together, okay? Now, this personal example shows that I didn't know how it was going to happen. I didn't know when everybody was going to enroll. I didn't know where anybody was going to come from, but I put out the intention. I kept the faith. I emotionalized it. I already felt 100 people already in the program. And from that place, that call happened to give me the idea. That's such a simple example, but it can happen for you. Now, most people with limiting thoughts will say, great, I don't have a business. That's not going to happen for me. Great, right? But that's part of the reason why we're talking about this stuff in these videos and giving you examples, because what happens is anything and everything to get you from A to Z will occur if you stay in the faith, if you stay in the identity of that person who already has it. Okay, so more examples for you would be, just general examples would be, you actually see the right ad at the right time on social media that gives you the opportunity to do exactly what you've been trying to do. For example, if you've always wanted to speak, you've always wanted this intention that you wanted to go out there and help people coach and speak and do these things, you might have saw one of my ads on Facebook, Instagram, boom, is one of my drawing videos that we do exercise-wise, and that came up, become a certified manifestation coach, and it's like, there it is. I've been thinking about it. I've been wanting it. I see that identity for myself, that I'm going out there and coaching others this information. Boom, the right opportunity showed up at the right time for you to get involved, right? That would be another general example. Another example is you're in a grocery store and you're going down the aisle and somebody accidentally hits your cart, you know, and they say, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. They hit your cart, but once they hit your cart, your head turned and you stared at a brand. And the brand name was Flow. I don't know, just making something up, right? And it was Flow, something Flow, and it said, and in your mind, something clicked on, that's exactly what I needed. I know I need to do this thing in my job now. I need to do this thing in my personal life, or that's what I need to do more of, right? That would be another example. Another example would be something happens in the world that actually allows you to get reimbursed for something, or something happens that you actually receive monies from 5 years ago that were owed to you, but you had no idea. There's like no possible way this could ever happen to you, but it does. You receive something in the mail that gives you this, or you start winning something you actually entered a contest 3 years ago you forgot about, and you actually showed up as a winner 3 years later. Now, for a lot of people listening to this video, you may say, no, I never did that. No, I didn't do that. No, I didn't. I'm giving you numerous examples because there's an infinite number of examples on how this stuff can go. Okay, another one, if you're in business, is this has happened to me so many times. Somebody you reached out to about 3-4 years ago remembers you, or saw your ad, or saw your direct message, or saw your email, or saw whatever it is. They remembered who you were, the impact and the feeling that you provided them. And then when they thought, I really need to hire a coach, oh yeah, I'm going to go to Scott because I remember what he does and I remember how he could help me. I've had that happen so many times, okay? So if you're in business, you've planted seeds all over the place and you never know who could reach out to you. I've had people that have seen my stuff from a long, long time ago, and then they said, you know what, I saw again your name pop up and boom, I wanted to reach out. I'm ready to get started today, right? So the idea here is don't try and figure out how it's going to happen. It's like there's a supercomputer of a higher intelligence that knows all the different possible routes and will connect the dots for you as long as you stay in a good place internally. And you don't think all day, how's it going to come? When's it going to come? Where's it going to come? Because you're going to add a lot more resistance that's unneeded to this equation. It's not going to actually help you out. So again, the idea is understand the bridge of happenings. Understand that between now and you receiving the thing you want, you're probably not going to know how it's going to come. You're not going to even probably guess on how it's going to come. That's all you need to know is there's a higher power that starts to kind of orchestrate this stuff that allows all this to occur. That's an infinite algorithm that nobody is probably ever going to figure out, but it's there. And if you can remember, you're going to keep the faith and belief in your intentions more and more. So just remember, in summary, there's a bridge of incidents, happenings, or events that occurs between now and me receiving the thing I desire. I only have to set my intention, emotionalize it, and do the internal work, let it go, take right action. So remember, that's part of the piece of the puzzle, and I have a video on this as well, taking right action, doing the things to serve your clients if you're in business, doing the things to help your company if you're in a full-time job, doing the things to help everything around you increase. Okay, so you do need to take action. It's a very real part of this process. And then you're going to start to move towards the thing you want as it starts to move towards you. Now that sounds crazy. Does money move towards you? It does, okay? There's things that are orchestrated to allow the thing to get closer to you as you get closer to it, all right? It's a famous quote, whatever you're seeking is seeking you, all right? Take this idea, write it on an index card or a sheet of paper, carry it around with you. Allow your mind to be remembering and saturated by this idea of the bridge of happenings, all right? And I'd encourage you watch this video every day for 10 days straight. It's a big promise. It's a big idea here to have yourself expect 10 days in a row to watch a video. But it's the difference between our channel and you going out there and just binge watching a lot of others. You need to implement. That's the game changer for you. Doing this and getting results. Implement, implement, implement. So watch this video so you become the information for 10 days straight. Every single day, no matter what. In the comments below, go ahead and sit for accountability. Day 1 complete, day 2 complete, day 3 complete. All right. And if you're interested in our programs, the Manifestation Accelerator, like I mentioned, or becoming certified, helping people with this information, teaching it across the world, helping people become the best versions of them, you can become one of our certified manifestation coaches. All the links are in the description below for more information. So try it out. Bridge of happenings, bridge of events. Allow yourself to increase the faith and belief. Allow yourself to keep the intention without asking how is it going to come. And watch the goodness that starts to pour into your life by erasing a lot of that resistance of the thoughts you're having and getting into more and more flow. Scott Haug signing off here. I'll see you over in the next video soon.